My name is Conor McGregor and I live in Lucan. I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1. I'm an up-and-coming fighter and without a doubt you will see me on the UFC in the near future, without a doubt.
The gold belt is what I want, the 2 gold belts. I was a 2-weight world champion in the previous organisation. Now I'm on the big stage at the UFC. I want that featherweight belt and I want that lightweight belt. That's my goal.
This is what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. God bless.
What got me to where I am and where I continue to go and where I will continue to go is an insane work ethic. And it's an insane work ethic that you can only put in that amount of work if you were doing something that you are passionate about. And that's what I have engaged my entire life's work in, things that I am passionate about. You cannot fully commit to something if you are not passionate about it. So you must look at your surroundings, at the things you are involved in, and ask yourself, are you truly passionate about these things? Do you truly want to put every ounce of your being into these things? And I am blessed, truly blessed by something. I am not sure what it is, but I am blessed that I was able to find my passion, the fight game. I love my job. I whoop people for truckloads of cash. How could I hate this life? I love it so much. I am grateful every single day. I was on them building sites, cold and damp, and I was like looking around at the fully qualified people on the site and their postures not right, and that was not me. I knew I could do something better. I knew I had something in me. Obviously I was training for the fight game, but no one in Ireland had made it in the fight game. The fight game, an Irishman in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. We were laughed at. I was laughed at. Used all that fuel that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it. And that's what I did, and that's how I rose up. So my sister, when I was a young kid at around 15 years of age, unsure where I was going, came to me with a book, The Secret, and preaching the law of attraction. And I was like, stop, get away from me, I'm only a young kid, I didn't care about that. But then she kept on me with it, and I eventually watched a movie on it and read some books on it. And then it started to resonate with me, like to keep positive and have belief in where you're going. And you're able to, you can almost visually create your entire world. No, not almost, you actually can. And then that's when I began to practice it. I practiced it. We used to drive, my girlfriend used to drive to a food place in like a shopping mall in Ireland, and it was a very busy shopping mall. And I would practice like little parts of it. Like when we were driving into the shopping mall, the car park, I would always visualize that the car park space right at the front door would be empty for me. Kept building on that, and I got better at it, and I became so damn good at it that I was able to go into bouts against undefeated fighters not defeated for over 10 years, or people with insane fighting legacies, and I was able to go in front of the world and tell the world, I'm gonna knock this man out with this exact shot at this exact time, and I done it back to back to back. And used to sneak out of the house late at night, and there used to be a little grass patch by my home, and I would take the football out and play on the grass patch on my own, and I would kick the ball against the wall. And when I kicked the ball against the wall, I would imagine it was a goal. I scored a goal, and I would run off, and I would visualize a screaming arena cheering me on. And they were my first visions of selling out arenas. Nothing external can defeat the internal. The thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough. It's just about making sure your internal dialogue and your internal belief in yourself is strong enough that it can withstand the external. All in is a term I like to use in my ventures. All in. We've got to be all in on our ventures. I am all in on my whiskey. I'm all in on my clothing, my fitness regime, the McGregor Fast program. I am all in on the fight game. It's halfway in, and then you can't be that way, and you certainly cannot be that way in the fight game. But in reality, you can't be that way in any game you're in. If you're in a game, make sure you're in it all the way, all in with it, and then that game will be your game. And that's where I am right now.
And I'm climbing the money tree. I'm climbing the money tree like a chimpanzee.
I look at the opponent. I look, you know yourself to know others. That's a Bruce Lee quote. If you truly know yourself, you can know others. So I know what way I feel. I know what way that man feels. I know what I can say to push his buttons. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's afraid of. I know his worries, and I put them in under the spotlight. I put them out there. Yeah. I get them thinking about it.
I have nothing but respect for these competitors. Make no mistake, I am cocky in prediction. I am confident in preparation. But I am always humble in victory or defeat.